Good evening, everyone. It's Tanya of CuteNCuddlyNursery. I have Tobiah here, and I shouldn't be painting this late typically, but there's still a little bit of daylight on this side. This is lamp lighting coming from over here. Anyhow, so I wanted to do, I wanted to do a raw sienna, but I probably should do a little bit of, let's see, let's do a bit of a, this is a red medium, and I'm not sure how to pronounce that on top, but this is the color. Didn't realize I had a sticker on the bottom. Long nails and they don't work. There we go. So I'm just gonna mix this and do just one little Mottle layer. So I'll show you how to do that. Maybe we'll use a red sponge then. I thought I was doing the raw sienna, but I'm not that far. I'm gonna skip the veining. You can do veining if you would like. I would suggest, I just cleaned this, that's why there's a bit of water in my dish already. This tube is always so hard to open. And then it's got a weak spot here, of course, so then it's hard to open as well. Hold on, dog wants in.
Patio door.
Okay, so I'm just gonna get a touch and mix it. What I want to do, I want like a nice deep crimson-y, like dark-ish red. That looks pretty good to me. Okay, so then I'll bring it up, and you can see it's kind of, well, some of it's not completely mixed in. Or you would mix it in even more. There we go. Oh, and you can see paint all over the side of my dish still. It's dry. Okay, so I'm going to take some of the retarder, and I'm just going to add just a touch. So you can see just a little bit on there. And then I'm going to mix that in. And then I have, I'm using this airbrush medium because I accidentally got that instead of the high flow. But you do need high flow. Just like I said, I got this by accident. And anyway, they're pretty much the same consistency and whatnot. Although this, I do keep I don't think you can see that. There we go. Maybe. There we go. This is just a needle that I keep over here in case anything like this happens, and I can remove glued on. So this is going to change the color a bit. It just makes it a lighter color. I just go with it anyway. Now I didn't fill it completely to the top, but almost. Oops. And now some is getting into the other dish. I don't want that to happen. Okay. So now I've got a kind of a, I don't know, what would you call that? It's almost kind of like a raspberry looking, I don't know. But anyway, so I'm going to use a sponge that is already well used. All of my sponges, I just reuse them. I just wash them after I'm done painting. So to get it ready for soaking up paint, I just get it wet and then wring it out as much as possible, and now the paint will just seep into the sponge or absorb and not just sit out on the edge. So I'm gonna grab Andy first, because Andy's my guinea pig. I didn't show Andy, but here's Andy in German vinyl. So Andy, like I said, is going to be a bit darker. Just checking for any spiders. Andy's going to be darker tone because he or she, looks kind of, I don't know, is obviously darker than Tobiah here. So yeah, Tobiah, I don't know how to. Okay, so I'm going to start at the back of the head. Oh, and make sure you have a catch-all sponge. I rinse this out when I'm done too, but it's just, yeah, it's rainbowy. So anyhow, get that, dunk it in water too. I find that warm water works the best, so my water is fresh and warm. So you can see a light kind of pinky color showing up. Just a little, we don't want it too dark. And I'm just going to do one layer, I think. Depends on how much it shows up. Like right now I don't really see much. It doesn't help that I've got kind of an orangey light coming from the left. There's a hair there. Okay. So I don't know if you can kind of see it. Not a whole lot. You shouldn't be able to see a whole lot anyway. We are going to do blushing later anyway. It's kind of a purpley pink. I don't know how to... I'm just filling in little spots that it looks like the sponge didn't connect. Okay, and then I'm just gonna blend it all in. Now I'm just going up and down with the sponge. I am not sliding it at all to blend, just pouncing. There we go. All over. I think there's a spot here that it doesn't look like there's, but it's connected as well. I'm most likely going to be painting some hair anyway. Oh yeah, you can see the mottling on there. I've kind of positioned the camera a little different. Looks like I forgot to blend. Here we go. The retarder allows you to be able to blend. Otherwise, if you don't put it in, you'll notice that the paint dries really fast. This way I get a little bit of playtime. So by the time I get back to Andy here, after all the other babies, the paint will be dry and I can move on. And then we'll do that raw sienna color. I'm hoping that this will be like a Christmas baby. I'm wanting to do cuddle Christmas babies. I want to add a little bit of coloring to the mouth. Hopefully, am I within the camera? I hope. I just want to add a little bit of coloring to the lips here. It's very, very lightly. Adding some of that pink. There we go. It's like a kind of a weird, like the chin's got like a tiny bit of a double chin, and then the way the lips are and stuff. I don't know, it's kind of funny. I'm gonna add a little bit on my eyelids too. Just the top eyelid along the crease there. I can't really tell anything, but that's okay. And then I want to put a little bit of color inside the ear as well, just to add some coloring. There we go. It was under. Okay. Got a little bit of a black spot under the ear there. Tobiah did too, or does, but I can't remove it. Okay, so I'm just going to go over any little spots that look like it's missing color on Mottle. Like, I don't think you'll see this because, like I said, I'm going to be putting hair. But just for me, it looks like there's some Mottle missing. I'm kind of rubbing some off in some spots because it looks like there's too much. There we go. And I think I will go in a little bit. This paintbrush is fairly dry, which is good. I like it when they're dry, that you don't get like a bunch of pooling or anything. It's really good. And paint inside the nose just a touch as well, and clean up the outside edges. A little bit inside the mouth. I wonder if this kit can take a modified pacifier. Oh, this is the Andy by Linda Murray. By the way, you can kind of see the mouth is open just a touch. I am loving this baby so far. I am so tempted to, like, I love the rich colors, so I want to take this brush and just start adding in, like, blushing and everything, but I can't. Okay, so we'll grab Tobiah. It's such a sweet face. Okay. And Spider Chick looks good. Now this one's mommy has, I was looking yesterday, and she reserved this baby August of 2019, so she has been waiting patiently for a year for this baby. So hopefully it doesn't take me another year to create. This is a pretty big head that I have to root. And I don't like rooting. But I also can't afford a rooter either. So I have to root my own babies. It just takes me a while. It's kind of like I would rather do anything but root. It's not that it's hard or anything for me, it's just that it takes such a long time. And it's hard on my back and neck as well to just sit and root. This too has, painting takes a toll on me too, but it's not as bad. Like sometimes I'll stand and paint, like when I do silicone, I'm usually standing and painting. But that also is not good for my back. And I sit in a regular chair, and sometimes I wonder about getting like some other sort of chair that might be better, but I just don't. I don't know what, and a lot of them fancy ones are expensive, so I'm not really sure. Okay, let's blend that. I'm just worried where this is a custom, well, kind of custom, it's reserved. I want to, you know, get it looking good. I don't want to have to strip her or him at all. I think this is supposed to be a girl because the reference is a beautiful African American girl with some crazy hair, but it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, crazy hair. So I'll have to find some nice black curly hair for her too. I might be able to dye my own, but I'm not sure. I found a pretty good, well, in the US, I found a hair supplier in the US. Otherwise, there's a lot on Etsy from Russia that sells some really pretty hair too. But I just worry that with the virus it would take forever to get here. And the mail's been really slow, and although I have ordered overseas recently and got things in pretty quick lately, but some eyes that I ordered from overseas in another country that I don't normally order from, because I sell German glass eyes, but the acrylic plastic that I sell, they aren't from Germany. And so those have, like, Canada Post shows with tracking that they've been waiting, or they're still waiting, but it's been since like May or even before May. I can't even remember. I'd have to look at the tracking. Every now and then I check it and it still says that they're waiting. They're waiting for the shipment to come in, and it's like, how long is this gonna take? So I thought maybe they would cancel the order, and the one day I was, you know, waiting for them to message me some sort of update, finally I was gonna go on their website and contact them, and I noticed that the order had already been shipped, so I don't know. And it's kind of a lot of money too, so it's like, what do I do? This one's got a little bit of a open mouth, but not enough that you could do a pacifier, unfortunately. That's okay. I've got lots of magnets. I got a new shipment of 9x3 magnets, so should be good for magnets for a while. I need to order more honeybug pacifiers. I ran out a long time ago. One lady came and pretty much bought most of my stock that I had. And they're expensive, so I can't just buy a whole bunch of them to have on Etsy. Like, yeah, they're pricey. I don't know. I guess because of the import charges and whatnot too, right? But eventually I'll order some more. Okay, I think she's missing just a little bit on her forehead there. That little bit. Aww. I like to turn them upside down to see in different lighting what it looks like. Make sure that it looks uniform on both sides. A little fuzzy there. Okay. Painted the inside of her eyelids a little bit. The paintbrush is pretty much dry, so I like that. Blend a little bit. And there she is. So we got a little bit of pink to the lips, a little bit in the eyes, and then we've got some little bit of mottling, and I did a little bit of coloring inside the ears. So I'm just gonna set her there. Oh, sorry, I did not mean to hit that. Okay, so I've got the tripod like right beside me and everything, so I just want to add a bit of coloring to the hands, the palm. I don't know if you can tell that, just a touch, just a little bit. This is a dry, pretty much dry brush. So I got barely any color, but it's looking really nice actually. So I'm just gonna, I hope you can see that. Just barely adding color right now. I'll go over it again, of course, later. I just want to put a little bit of color. Like so. Okay, now I'll add mottling. Now I'm going to do the same thing to, of course, her other hand, her arm, and then to her legs as well. And then I still have little Jackson here. He is so handsome. He reminds me a little bit of the Reese, more updated Reese by Andrea Arcello. Arcello? How do you say? And then I've got Skya as well behind me. So, and then I will get to them after, once I'm off the video, because I don't want to bore everybody with painting the same thing over and over, the same technique, because the sun is really going down now. I'm having a hard time seeing what I'm doing, so I'm gonna have to turn on the lamp. And I do have an Ott light bulb. It's not the Ott light like fixture, it's just the bulb, and I found them on Amazon or Michael's, I forget. And they're kind of expensive. And the other day, I don't remember what I was doing, but somehow the lamp got knocked over. Like, I've got two lamps, and this one's over by my sewing table and silicone area, and it fell and crashed. Glass was everywhere, and now I only have one Hot light bulb. Okay, so I don't know if you can see the mottling on there, but there is. Yeah. She's got a bit of a reddish tone. I wonder if you can tell the difference in the arms at all. So no mottling, and this one's got mottling. If I don't look at the camera, I can get them together better. Oh, yeah. And you can tell there's a little bit of coloring in the hand on this one as well. So, let me get these back over, hanging up. And then I'll do one of the legs. I think I'll grab the straighter leg. Our little arm fell, but that's okay, because that one's not painted, so we'll get back to that in a minute, because I'm going to work on that arm before I forget that it's there. So I'm just going to add the coloring to the bottom of her feet first. I'm just going to gently add some of this, like, kind of, it's a really pretty pink actually. Nice light pink color. Of course, you don't have to like follow my techniques. I'm just showing the way I would do this. Or, well, this is how. And I haven't painted very many African American babies. I painted like one biracial baby not long ago, and I just kind of went back and forth with red and yellow, back and forth until I got like a nice kind of a tannish color, really pretty. And that was my Lori by Elisa Marks, or Elise Marks? I always forget if there's an A or not. And you can see that video too. I have a box packing video with Lori, and like I said, she turned out beautifully. I just dabbed my mottling sponge a little to get more paint, but not a whole lot of paint. And then that way I can still have a little bit of the paint there. And not have to worry about oversaturating. Okay, so I think that looks good. So we've got a bit of a pink foot, just a little. We don't want too pink. I need to look at my baby references again. Okay. I love this straight leg and the little creases and everything in it. Is super cute. I'm getting excited for the 11-month-old Charlotte. Has anyone seen that kit yet? I know Laura Lee Eagles just got the vinyls and sent them out. Although I have seen one, and I can't remember who it is, but I have seen one person their prototype already, and she shared it on her page as well. Laura did. So it is, one exists already, and she is beautiful. So I'm really hoping to get that one as well eventually. Like, I'll probably order her a pre-order. Just one, I think. Don't, you know, super love her to order more than one, but I at least want to make one. And see how she looks with that beautiful red hair. Alright. We're about to call it done for the evening, or at least for the video, because that sunlight over here is starting to, it's over here, starting to go down a lot, and that artificial light is taking over. So I'm trying to somewhat quickly finish this little leggy. And I was hoping to get more silicone painting in, because I wanted to do those videos before these videos. But I thought I had all of the paint colors that I needed, but I don't have raw sienna. I don't know why. So I'm gonna have to order more silicone paints, and then I'll get back to Eden. Even the shipping from across country is really slow, or at least they're slow, I don't know which. But whenever I order paint, it takes forever to arrive. The silicone paint. sorry about that, guys. I don't know when that cut off, but I'll put the videos together. Here is that one leg all mottled. If it'll, there we go. Kind of see it, I don't know. And the little foot with a little bit of started blushing. And the top of the foot. And those wrinkles, man, I love that. I tried sculpting once, and oh man, more than once, I guess. I don't know if it's just me or if it's the clay, but especially, well, it could be both. The clay, because it's just so soft. I was using the Super Sculpey. I think it's called Super Sculpey. And anyhow, it was just, yeah, I'm not sure if maybe the monster clay, but I've heard monster clay is too hard. I don't know. Oh, I'm getting tired, sorry. So, I'm gonna call this done for tonight, and I'll be back hopefully tomorrow, and we'll do the raw sienna color. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you're having a great evening.